Welcome back. Now, before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, inflation reached 0.9% in June in Abu Dhabi, off the back of rising food prices, according to the Statistics Centre in the capital. The centre, which gathers statistics in its monthly report on the Consumer Price Index and the inflation rate, said that the CPI rose to 123.5 points during the first 6 months of the year, up from 122.4 points in the same period last year. Interestingly, though, the CPI climbed 0.5% in June when compared with May 2013, due to a 1.2% increase in food prices and a 2.4% rise in the restaurants and hotel group. The International Monetary Fund, in its recent assessment on the UAE, estimated inflation to reach 2% in 2013, followed by an increase of 2.4% in 2014 and 2.5% in 2015. The Indian rupee plunged 9% to 61.2125 to a dollar in the year, making imports of food items expensive in the UAE, which is largely dependent on imports. Prices of the alcoholic beverages and tobacco group grew 8.5%, followed by the furnishings, household equipment and routine household maintenance groups, which went up 3.4%. Transport cost was higher by 2.9%, while the restaurants and hotels group showed a surge of 2.4%. Fund managers are hoping the elevation of the UAE bourses to emerging market status will support a Ramadan rally. MSCI, the international index compiler, yesterday shortlisted 8 publicly listed companies, including heavyweights Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, Aldar, First Gulf Bank, the National Bank of Abu Dhabi and DP World, that are expected to enjoy generous weightings on the MSCI UAE index that will be reclassified from frontier markets to emerging markets on June the 2nd. Investors typically position their portfolios ahead of second quarter results, causing a so-called Ramadan rally, which traditionally occurs towards the end of the holy month every year. MSCI upgraded the UAE and Qatar to emerging market status last June, in a move that will put the 2 Arabian Gulf states alongside Brazil, Russia and China. HSBC has estimated that some $800 million in passive investments will be funneled into the UAE and Qatar automatically as a result of the countries becoming included in the index. The official selling price of Abu Dhabi's 4 crude oil grades averaged $102.26 a barrel in June, marginally lower than $102.73 a barrel average price in May. That's according to the latest data from Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. In June, the official selling price of the Emirates' most popular crude oil grade, Murban, was $103 a barrel, down from $103.65 a barrel in May, while Lower Zakum's price was $102.7 a barrel last month. The official selling price of Sheikh crude oil grade in June was $102.3 a barrel, and Upper Zakum crude was at $101.5. ADNOC's crude oil grade prices have fallen in line with international oil prices that have fluctuated sharply in recent months due to growing concerns the global economy is slowing, which is almost certain to crimp the world oil demand growth in the second half of the year. Abu Dhabi accounts for more than 90% of the UAE's crude oil output, the bulk of which is exported. Dubai Aluminium and Mubadala Development Company has secured full ownership of Guinea Alumina Corporation. According to Emirates news agency WAM, this comes after having completed the acquisition of the remaining project interests in the joint venture from Global Alumina Corporation and BHP Bulletin, and also comes after the recent announcement of the creation of Emirates Global Aluminium, which will become the world's fifth largest aluminium company through integrating the businesses of Dubai and Emirates Aluminium. The GAC acquisition underscores EGA's plans for significant local and international expansion.